Don't mess that up.
Okay.
Right now it's just me and Pork Chop here in the house.
Yes, and we have 1,500 years to go.
It's just me and Pork Chop here in the house right now. Logan's in the hospital, unfortunately, because a couple of days ago we noticed like sometimes he would just zone out and his eyes would go like this. The first time or two we thought, well, is he just doing it on purpose? But then it started happening where he's kind of a little bit unresponsive, and it's like, what's going on with that? So we called the doctor and they said, oh, you got to take him to the emergency room because it could be a seizure. So Jess took him this morning to the emergency room in hospital in Bend, and they've been there all day and trying to do some tests on him. They need to get an MRI done. They're still waiting to do that, but they're gonna have to stay overnight. Come here. They need to stay overnight while they monitor Logan.
Wait. We have 15 years to get there.
Okay. So they're gonna stay overnight, and because they can't do the MRI till tomorrow morning, and they also want to give him some medicine and this and that, and they don't know what it is yet. It could just be seizures, or I don't want to say just seizures because we have no idea how serious or whatnot, or it could be seizures. There's also like a eye disorder or something where it goes back and forth called I don't know, I forget what it's called, but we don't know what it is, but we feel bad. We miss Mommy and Logan, right? Because they're in the hospital.
Oh, but this thing is hard to put on.
Yeah. So they're in the hospital, at least overnight, which who in the world wants to be in a hospital in the middle of COVID pandemic? But it is what it is, and we're just hoping the little big guy's gonna be okay. So we keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. More fresh snow today. Let me go grab Pork Chop, who's in the backyard here playing, I think. Two Chops. Let's go. You playing in the snow? Yeah. Okay, you don't need to grab your crotch in front of everybody. Come on. Olivia and I are gonna go get our mail. In this particular house up here in the woods, our mail is, the mailboxes are all at the end of the road. Yeah, it's a nice little walk because it's like a little winter wonderland here. Got a little snow on your helmet there, bub. Which mailbox is ours? All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got something. Okay, that is for Logan. I think it's his book of arts and crafts to cut out with his scissors that he likes to do. Let's bring that back, and when he comes back from the hospital, we can give it to him as a present.
Let's open it.
Be split, look alive. Quit dilly-dallying.
Hi, I'm on my boat here. We're going. Yeah, look me. Going for a ride.
So it's January 7th, Thursday night, and I think this is the third night that Jess and Logan are in the hospital still. You know, Jess just staying with him. Yesterday Logan had his MRI done, and we talked to some doctors, and then we talked to another neurologist this morning, and Logan has a tumor on his brain. Logan has a tumor on his brain that's about 4 centimeters. It's the good news is benign, but I forget the name. It's called some weird name, but it's benign, which means they don't have to do chemotherapy, which is a disaster for kids who have brains developing. However, the neurologist that we spoke to thinks, well, they know that that's what's causing the seizures that he's having. And typically, medicines won't stop those seizures when it's this kind of tumor up here. So he said the good news with that particular tumor is that it's somewhat easy to remove sometimes because it's kind of on the surface of the brain. The bad news is that it's in a not a great place for Logan. It's right near where all his language would be. And he says that we need to get rid of it. There's a bit of a difference of opinion. Another doctor says, well, maybe you can wait. But this one neurologist says, I don't think so. So, we're in Bend right now. What we're planning on doing is obviously get a second opinion, but it sounds like he's going to have brain surgery. And we're looking into going down to Stanford in California. Stanford and UCLA both have really good pediatric neurosurgery programs. And we want to do that as quickly as we can, at least get another opinion as quickly as we can. So Jess has been on the phone with doctors. We've been calling any friends that we know that might know other neurosurgeons and whatnot. And we got to get him scheduled into Stanford is what we need to do. And at least have them look at him and see what the next steps are. But ultimately, it's probably going to require brain surgery. I'm not 100% sure why I'm recording this, because I'm not sure if I'm going to end up putting it up on the internet or doing videos or, with this and whatnot. I think I might still want to. I think just talking about it probably helps, even when it's just talking to a camera. I'm talking to everyone else in my family and Jess and everyone, obviously, but I figure maybe it'll be therapeutic for me. Maybe it'll be helpful to just voice it instead of keeping stuff bottled up. And the other thought I had is, especially in these times, because we kind of got this news yesterday, which was the same day the rioting in the Capitol. And so it was like a double whammy of bad news. But it's, happiness is so relative, and people need to realize with the internet, with social media, with Facebook and YouTube and all these things, there's countless people presenting the story they want to tell about their lives. And, you go on Facebook even and you see like, oh, this person has such an idyllic life, or this is great, or that, and it can make people feel like, not as happy because they think that they don't have what someone else might have. And one thing you need to realize is that this is just whatever people present oftentimes, right? Like Facebook, maybe sometimes people will just put the best side of them up, or even on YouTube, all the happy stuff. And I don't think it's fair to a lot of people that kind of watch that stuff and see that stuff, and they, might look at their own lives and say, well, I want that or I want this. But you need to realize that a lot of people go through a lot of issues, and not everyone's life might be as idyllic as it sometimes seems. And for me, I kind of always prided myself on being truthful to myself, being aware of my emotions, of what's going on, and presenting it in an honest fashion, even with our YouTube channel. And so part of me just wouldn't even feel right, just, painting this picture of, oh yeah, we're traveling around and we have, and it's been great. Don't get me wrong, like this whole journey, but there's bumps, and some of these bumps are quite large bumps in our lives. And I'm a big proponent of sharing that as well, so that everyone can understand, what real life is, and see the good and the bad along with it, and that can also help to foster compassion among people, and we certainly need a lot of compassion these days. And I think if I do post this, what's going on here, another reason would be to make people understand, you know, that to be thankful for what they have, be thankful for health, be thankful for the little things in life. You know, every day that you can go do things and seize life and go enjoy stuff with your family or whatnot. Like, I'm a true believer that happiness comes mostly from within. That, you know, it's dependent on your outlook on life, on how you perceive what you have or don't have. I mean, you can have people that have the exact same situations, and one of them looks, you know, the glass is half full, and one's the glass is half empty, and like, oh, I wish I had this, and, you know, I wish I had that, and they don't, you know, and they're miserable. And the other person might be, well, you know what, I don't have those things, but I'm thankful I have this, and I'm thankful I have that, and they're happier. And, you know, that's why we have the kids, you know, practice gratitude. We do our thank yous every night where we talk about what we're thankful. We do that every single night. We're doing that now, even with Logan in hospital with a brain tumor. We do thank yous and we say what we're thankful for, because your happiness in life, I think, is derived a lot from how you perceive the world around you, as opposed to, no, I have to have this thing or that thing, you know. So, you know, maybe by posting some more of these real life situations, people can see and understand that, you know what, my life is, you know, I should be happy with what I have as well. Or, you know, I should be grateful and thankful for what I have. And, you know, maybe it'll help a bit. So we'll see what's going to happen from here. Obviously, the plans that I talked about in our last video, when I talked about, you know, we were supposed to go to Disney World and St. Croix and stuff, like that's pretty much all gone, I would assume. So JohnJessJourney, at least for the next, I don't know, however long, you know, if we keep posting videos, is going to be, probably a lot of it's going to be surrounding like what's happening with us and how we're handling this and what we're doing with Logan and how he's doing. And, you know, but I think in these trying times and going through this with Logan and Jess and Livy and all, it's still going to be important for us to go out and still find fun, try to have fun, try to, you know, slurp up as much life as possible. You know, going through any psychologically challenging time, I think the last thing we want to do is huddle in with blinders on and just stop doing anything, stop doing any living, and just, you know, think about all the negative stuff. I think we have to still try to get out in nature when we can, to do things when we can, and to live life to the fullest, you know. And, you know, hopefully everything works out. That's kind of where we stand right now. We're still up here in Bend, and we're probably gonna have to migrate down to California. But California is in the midst of the worst COVID crisis probably of any state right now. So yeah, it's not the best of times for this to happen, but it is what it is. So I would just like to take this time to say thank you to my wife, Jessica, who's been at the hospital for 3 days doing such a good job taking care of Logan. And I want to say that I hope everybody out there just be decent people, be compassionate to each other, even if people don't share your same political views or anything else. Just, you know, ultimately we're all just human beings, and we're all trying to find happiness and joy in the world. And that starts with being good to each other, even when it's not called for. So anyway, be good to one another. Take care. Cheers. Mommy called and we can go pick up her and Logan from the hospital. They've been there for 4 days, right? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Let's go get your brother. Let's go bring them back home here. All right? Let's get your boots on. Oh, it's exciting. We haven't seen him in so long.
Well, where's Logan's paper thing?
All right, 2 chops. Let's go.
Whoa!
Whoa. Yeah. Might blow a little snow off while we get out of here. Oop, we need 4-wheel drive, don't we? All right.
Head west on Azusa Road toward Solar Drive.
There's the hospital.
Yeah, that's the hospital. Say hospital. No, the P. Hospital.
Wait, they're upstairs?
Yes. They're gonna come down.
Hi! Wait.
Hey, look who it is, pork chop. Oh, yay! Yep.
Okay.
Hi.
I'm taking a video.
Right.
Yeah, Olivia's our new camera woman.
Ooh, camera woman, Livia.
I want to tell Olivia some.
Here you go. Down you go. Here, grab your binoculars. Grab your binoculars.
You get it from you.
You get it from me. I get a few. All right, go in the garage, buddy. In the garage. Well, I think you grew. Did you get bigger? Did you get bigger these past 4 days? You look bigger. Okay, look what Olivia got you. For cutting. Yeah, you could cut with your scissors.
It is what I wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, can we cut?
All right, Logan's back from the hospital, and as a nice welcome back, we're gonna take him skiing. Jess is gonna stay home and rest because she's been in the hospital for the past 4 days.
And I cannot wait to have so much fun.
That's right, we have lots of fun. Logan, no, we can't go in the trees because we have to be careful with you. We don't want you to have a seizure, although he hasn't had any seizures since he started his medication, so that's good. So we're just gonna do stay in the middle of those easy slopes, okay?
Daddy.
I don't like ending videos, or rarely, I don't like ending anything on like sour notes and bad news. So that's why I just figured I'd throw in some more clips of the kids just enjoying themselves and having fun outdoors in nature and being happy, because it's always good to leave on a high note. Daddy's gonna choo-choo train you up to the lift. What service you guys get? What service? My goodness. Hey, hold on, pork chop. Wow, what a beautiful day it is today here, huh, guys? Maybe when it's just you and me, we'll go in there, okay? But today we gotta be a little careful with Logan. We're not gonna take him in the trees, okay? So, he's gonna buckle his boots in, okay? Don't go anywhere without me, Logan. Logan, stop trying to touch the signs, okay? Don't touch the signs. All right, let's go, guys. Olivia, stand up straight, parallel turns. Keep those skis together. There you go, stand up straight, lean forward. Good job, Logan. Logan only lasted for about 3 runs, so I drove him home and came back with Livia. And we went to a new part of the mountain and got her on some of the big lifts, and we skied some intermediate trails all afternoon, so that was really fun. There you go. Oh, nice turn there, pork chop, nice one. Oh, beautimous. Yeah, pork chop. Olivia, Olivia, Olivia. Go, Olivia, go! Go, baby, go! Yeah! Those are some nice turns, Livia. Yeah, that's right, because Livia is going on the biggest lift here. The big grown-up Northwest lift. All right, pork chop going up with all the big boys and girls.
Wait, Dad.
Woo!
This is 152.
152, that's 152. It's a good chair to be in. All right. Nice, good job.
Is your camera on?
It's on. It's on, don't worry. Look, you want to say hello to everybody?
Hi! Hello! We're going to ski!
That's right, we're going to ski. Good job! All right, slow down, Livia, slow down. Good job. So moving forward, we'll try to keep the videos coming and keep everyone abreast of what's happening with Logan, and we're optimistic. We're hopeful that this will all work itself out eventually. So take care, everybody.